And what's up, guys? Hope this is recording. So, continuing where I stopped last time, I'm going to continue to try and save the delegates. Now, what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to re-record again from a previous save, because I actually did read it's possible to complete both objectives, but you do have to go through quickly. So I obviously did not do that. And since it's pretty much the last level, you can just pretty much keep using biocells, and I could just, cloak and cover my footsteps with the two augs that I have, and pretty much just race through, complete one objective, and then you have to do it. I think there is a time limit, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it currently in this playthrough. But let's continue. Alrighty. And hopefully going the right way.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Surprise, there's... Stop and wait, seriously? Alright, you know what, we're at the end, so...
As we consider the importance of this,
alright, so it looks like I made it to here in
level,
time.
on a global level, on a humanitarian level.
Nobody drink. The champagne's been poisoned.
But I had it replaced. It's a cuvée de prestige.
You and your guests need to get out of Apex Center now, Brown. Slater's dead. Tarvos is compromised. They've come to stop you. Can you get everyone to the helipad?
Yes, of course. My security team will escort us, but what about the other attendees?
TF-29 will evacuate them. I'm going after the people who did this.
Then you have a long way to climb.
Yeah, I just saved your life, buddy. Alright, so...
McCready, I got to Brown, warned him about the champagne. His security team is getting him and his guests to safety.
Good that. Fucking Marchenko wasn't lying though. The residential towers are packed solid with explosives. If he uses that remote detonator...
I'm heading to the exhibition hall now to stop him. Get your team started on defusing those bombs. Maybe with a little luck we can pull this off.
Luck! We're both gonna need a shitload of that, mate. I'll see you on the other side.
You are taking a long time to arrive, brother. I would rather not cause more death today than necessary. But like the good soldier I am, I will do what I must. If you do not stop me. Time is running out.
Confirm report of... Mark is go. Confirm. Secure vector.
Maybe I will have a chance. Nope.
Hold that. Copy back. Lost primary. Watch the corners. You're all good on this map. Confirm low ping. Mark is go.
If the Restoration Act goes through, this is all for naught.
Alright.
Hold on. I disagree with you more. I'll drink to that.
The heck is... It's up here, okay. So, wait a minute. So where the hell do I have to go? Down, but... Oh. Here. That could cost me. Let's see. Oh. I think I may have made
Why
it.
have you not come? Is your faith in hypotheticals truly that strong? Apparently not. You have made the right choice, brother. Why should so many die so loudly, when a far more subtle message can be sent? To achieve my mission, I only need Brown and his guests to die.
Oh, I already saved them, buddy.
You, of course. Now show yourself!
I'm right here, Victor. And you're done hurting people tonight.
Yeah,
Alright, so...
hurting, murdering them. Wearing death is the penance of victory for men like us. And I still have one death to wear!
Oh boy.
Are you still here? Get out of here while you still can.
Get the... Okay, here we go.
I will fight.
Why can't I...
You have been a pain in my side for far too long. Trying to stop me. Trying to stop all of this. But you do not see the futility of this endeavor.
Let's see if
Perhaps
I can,
in death.
Because I have the biocells, might as well use them. Let's see if I can get up behind him.
You will realize the truth.
Actually, hold on. I think I need to use EMPs, so hold on a second. Which one was it? So this one. But hold on, I want to customize. Alright, I have. Alright. Alright. He was subdued, not there, although I probably won't get the achievement.
McCready. It's over.
So I actually did manage to achieve both. I was not expecting that. That better not just be the ending. They better actually show something. You unlock new difficulty level. Alrighty, good. So I'll leave it running. I may...
Santo CEO Nathaniel Brown took to the stage today to praise Interpol and Tarvis security services for thwarting what could have been a major terror attack during his safe harbor convention last week. Interpol has confirmed that a group of radical terrorists linked to the Augmented Rights Coalition wired the residential towers surrounding Apex Center with enough explosives to destroy 2 city blocks. As shocking as that fact turns out to be, Brown had only this controversial opinion to give.
We must not make rash decisions based on fear, nor should we allow a vocal minority to dictate our future. The Human Restoration Act is a perversion of all the United Nations stands for. In time, I believe saner minds on the Security Council will prevail.
Strong words from a man with an even stronger bank account. Let us see if his prediction proves
One way to put it.
true. This is Eliza Costello.
Hey, are you even listening to this?
Live
We won!
from Pike.
Did we?
We completely disrupted their plan. Marchenko, the Orchid, the bombs. We've been under too long, man. Time to come up for air. Take a breath. Janus messaged me last night, said Brown's been lobbying like a champ. He and the people you saved know the act isn't a solution. Picus will talk around it as long as they can, but that thing is finished.
Janus always seems to have the inside track. Except when it really matters.
Miller, right? I'm sorry, Adam. I really did think he was working for the Illuminati.
For a while, we both did. By the time I realized he was innocent. We can't change the past. We have to keep going.
What are you thinking?
How many more plans do they have in motion? How many more soldiers like Marchenko are waiting for the call?
Don't call him a soldier. He was a thug, man. Soldiers have a code of honor. Honestly, I'm surprised you let him live.
All right, so had I chose a different option earlier in the game, I could have saved Miller, but that wouldn't have given me the bomb jammer. So I'm not sure how that fight would have gone down without the bomb jammer, if he would have like done it, shot it off eventually. But I took him down pretty easy. If you have that, how I did it seemed to be pretty easy. It was my place to judge an executioner. Alex should be concerned for real life. Hold on, just fine. Who knows things? Well, I'm not gonna. So I'm somewhere between something I should be concerned with every life, no matter how badly it's believed. I don't know about that. I'll say justify.
Marchenko knows things. Put him in a cell, it might convince him to talk. Put him in the morgue, we get nothing.
Let's hope his bosses aren't as smart as you are.
Regardless, we want the men behind him. Behind the Human Restoration Act. The ones still out there in the shadows.
That is true.
It's time for me to start pulling them into the light.
Well, now we got names. Manderley and Page. The collective won't stop until we bring these guys down.
Yeah? Well, there's one more name I want to put a face to. Janus.
So that's what you've been chewing on. Look, I'll try, Adam, but I already told you he doesn't like meetings that aren't on his terms.
Then give him a choice. Either he sets up a meeting, face to face, or I find him myself. I think it's high time we met the man behind the mask, Alex. Don't you?
This report just in. Law enforcement officials in Prague have tracked down and captured the bomb maker, whose deadly explosive devices claimed the lives of dozens of innocent travelers earlier this week. The woman, an ex-army demolition specialist named Allison Stanek, appears to be a religious fanatic and leader of the tech cult group, Church of the Machine God. Police arrested her and several of her followers inside the cult's headquarters, following an extensive investigation. If you ask me, folks, that is some very good news indeed. A coroner's report released in Prague today offers shocking new insight into the death of Dr. Talis Rucker, former leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Apparently, the primary cause of the doctor's death was the exceedingly high level of alcohol found in his system. No other toxins were present. nor were there signs of any suspicious activity. Sources close to Rucker tell me he had been struggling with alcoholism ever since becoming a public figure. I am sure I do not need to remind you folks that the organization he founded, the Augmented Rights Coalition, has been linked to last week's horrifying terror attack in London. Augmented terrorist Viktor Marchenko, whom law enforcement officials describe as being instrumental in the planning and execution of devastating violence in London last week, is being moved to a secure facility for questioning. A long-standing member of the Augmented Rights Coalition, Marchenko has been very outspoken about his motives for the attack, claiming it was appropriate retribution for injustices suffered by the Augmented. I do not know about you folks, but there is only one question I really want the answer to right now. When will the United Nations pass the Human Restoration Act so that dangerous killers like Marchenko can no longer terrorize us?
Oh, that's an interesting spin.
It seems not so long ago that Dr. Talis Rucker was on this very program, trying to convince all of us that his Augmented Rights Coalition was a non-violent organization. Today, of course, we are all a little bit wiser. It did not take long for ARC to reveal its true colors once Dr. Rucker was dead. Since last week's attack, the United Nations has officially labeled ARC a terrorist organization. As we speak, brave state police officers in the Czech Republic are raiding ARC-controlled compounds inside the Udalek complex. Here is an example of the defiance they are encountering.
This is where you have it all wrong. Wrong! ARC was framed. You people, you don't see, you don't realize that Viktor Marchenko was not ARC. He was trying to kill ARC, kill the cause. But he has failed. We are strong, we are innocent, and we will not be used as pawns by rich, scared men who want to make us less than human.
I am sorry, young man, but methinks thou doth protest too much. The Diwali criminal organization is under intense scrutiny this evening for their role in the London attack. Evidence uncovered by Interpol indicates that high-ranking members of the chapter in Prague supplied weapons and logistical support to ARC terrorists. Among those being sought for questioning is Radic Nikoladze, leader of the Diwali's Prague chapter. Sources close to the man tell me, however, that Nikoladze has gone off the grid, and it is unlikely he will ever be found. An indication of guilt, perhaps? Join the online discussion and let us know what you think. News out of Paris today, where a sharp rise in illegal underground publications may have links to a prison escape recently orchestrated in Prague. Last week, Czech state police were holding members of the underground news group Samizdat on charges of disturbing the peace, human trafficking, and media terrorism. The radicals escaped their holding cell, however, and are believed to have subsequently made their way deeper into Western Europe.
Oh.
Shortly after their escape, a radical publication called Silhouette began appearing throughout France. Has Samizdat rebranded itself as Silhouette? I am sure you will agree
Okay,
with me
so
on this,
that
folks. No matter what name these people go by,
that links
there is nothing more
them
dangerous than the spread of
to
false
the
news.
group Silhouette in the original
Turning our
game.
attention now to a more colorful story. A recent incident inside an illegal underground drug laboratory has led authorities to the heart of Prague's Neon operation. According to sources familiar with the new drug, the dangers of Neon had more to do with illegal distribution methods and criminal ties than with consuming the drug itself. Make no mistake, folks, Neon is illegal, and the dismantling of this laboratory is good news for everyone. However, some government officials have hinted to me that the drug may have therapeutic benefits, and if so, a government-approved version of Neon could be made available to the public eventually.
Aha, that
Further
drug kills
testing will be
orgs.
required, of course, so only time will tell.
Well, that was interesting. Alrighty, so just a comment on for the dedication to I'm not sure who that is, but okay. Alright, so just as the credits roll, so they summed it all up, pretty much touching base on all the side quests as well. It looks like we didn't even really slow them down. They immediately start rebranding ARC as a terrorist organization, and he's just kind of a fall guy, so it was kind of a... I guess it's an insurance policy for them. Oh, we can just, blame it all on Ark anyway. So, but it does look like, yes, this act, as they were saying, was going to fail, which is a huge victory for us, for the good guys. There's definitely some play. Obviously, those who've played the original game, it's one of my favorite games of all time, actually, the original Deus Ex. Obviously, Manderley is someone you interact with from the beginning of the game, and Bob Page is kind of the main, behind-the-wings antagonist. The ultimate bad guy in that game. They linked to Silhouette, which is a group you meet in Paris in that game. I actually love the Paris levels. The Paris levels are my favorite levels of the game. As well as basically from the super... I love the original game from the super tanker level up till the end of the Paris levels. Let's see, what else? Looks like... So, that drug they commented on, we shut it down, or I shut it down. And, of course, the Prague police are taking credit for it. One of the issues is that drug actually would, is fatal to augmented people. So, hearing that they're kind of rebrand it seems to be like a... contingency plan, maybe. So anyway, I will leave the recording on until the end. The original game had a extra scene at the end, and we'll see if this one does as well. But I'm gonna pretty much mute the mic and just let it go. And, yeah, that's it. Again, I was thinking because you had to pick one or the other, but, and I read somewhere today that, the game kind of forces you to pick one, but, to do first, but it is possible to complete both, but you just have to be quick about it. I was told there's a 10-minute timer, but maybe the timer starts after maybe it must have started either it's not 10 minutes or there's something or there's some other thing that I wasn't aware of. But my only kind of regret, I guess, and it's not even really a regret, is that I would have liked to have saved Miller, as he ultimately wasn't the bad guy. Manderley, who he reports to, is the corrupt one. But yeah, I don't know. In general, I agreed with the choices I made, because the choice there was either to raid the bank, the VersaLife bank, or the VersaLife vault in the bank. And I thought it was more important to do the opposite side. And oh, here we go.
That is not the point. You should have all been informed.
That is why we are here now.
Volkart, what's done is done. The broad strokes of the operation were very clear and haven't changed. There are always adjustments that will occur in the field. You should know that.
Adjustments? Those were not mere adjustments.
Interpol was more capable than we anticipated. They have a new augmented agent by the name of...
Adam Jensen,
who we believe may have had external help, possibly by the Juggernaut Collective or even Janus directly.
We're looking into it, but we...
All that is speculation at this point. Let's find out more and reconvene later this week. Thank you, everyone. That'll be all.
Alright, well, at least they're pissed off.
It's your own fault.
I'm aware of that, Doctor.
Elizabeth sends her regards.
Oh.
Report.
Overall, the subject seems quite well adjusted despite the massive traumas he's experienced, and his memories are still consistent with the program. He is remarkably stable.
Excellent. How close is he to contact with Janus?
Very.
And it's only a matter of time.
Aha. So they do have a string on me, as it were. Alright, well again, I'm going to leave. Alright, so now I'm going to really kind of turn the mic off. So just to comment on that, that was the Illuminati. They seemed at least annoyed. Yeah, I kind of had a bad feeling of that doctor from the beginning. She didn't really seem like a main problem, but, you know, hey, whatever. Apparently she is. So, yeah, so I guess they're kind of using me. They're going to be using me to identify who Janus is. So, interesting. They are clearly... They've got about 1 million contingency plans, clearly. All those... I actually think I can at least make guess estimates of who all those characters were. Obviously, the one guy, the younger bald guy, was Bob Page. The older guy... the dark-skinned guy is that Morgan Everett, I think? And I think the older guy is actually... the one who he ends up keeping on ice, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Who was the other one? Was it Stanton Dowd? Maybe Dowd was one of them. Maybe the older guy was Dowd. I forget. But in any case, so I think I'm gonna. Oh, and here's the cast. Is there anyone I recognized? Not offhand. Well, there's a few who I kind of recognize. But anyway, alright. I'm going to leave the... I'm going to turn the mic off and just let it play, and then I'll end the recording. And thank you all for watching. This is the first game I did generally Let's Play videos, and I'll probably do some more. But anyway, thank you for watching.